What's up, guys? Today, welcome to another trade recap. Today, we'll go over the trade that I took on Monday. All right, starting our week profitable, at least. All right, so coming to market open, probably for market open. Uh, Give me a minute. All right, probably for market open, we had these 1 hour highs. We had this 1 hour imbalance. We had these 1 hour imbalance again. And then we just had all of these high 1 hour lows as our highest during liquidity. And for our highest for POI or liquidity, we only had these 4 hour highs, 4 hour imbalance, and that was pretty much it. So coming into New York session, market open, we had this 3 minute breaking structure. Then the other block that caused the break, it's scaling down into 1 minute. I was looking forward to take my trade. I was looking forward to take my trade off from this 1 minute other block because there was the last price action that caused the whole break of structure in general. And we did have price come back to it and give the reaction that we would have loved, and at least could have closed a portion of 1:2, take some partial of the position of our position off at 1:2 point something. But based on how I trade, and I see that market takes around 15 minutes to retrace back into my entry, I would have to wait for like a 1 minute break of structure to confirm that we're still going to get the reaction that we needed. And when we had that 1 minute break of structure, all right, and then we had this imbalance again, coinciding with the fair value gap, this is the optimal place I would love to take entry from. And again, it took another 10 minutes for price to come back to our entry, and that made me invalidate this again. So in total, I didn't have, or I couldn't take any trade off this first POI that was first taken out, and we didn't have any gain, neither do we have any loss. And that one went by. And then I waited again to our next POI target, which is this fair value gap. And off from that fair value gap, oh my god, where are we? Alright, off of that fair value gap, we had our 3 minute break of structure right around here. And even after we got a 3 minute break of structure, immediately after that, we had price take out these high. So I was no more interested in the fact the market took out these fair value gap or wanting price to increase off from it, because it took out these high, and immediately took out these high. We It went up again and took out DPY. So it was literally a here and there situation in the market where market was just moving about. First into the market, open market was consolidating. Then we had a huge reaction back down, huge reaction back up again, and just playing with our ass in the market. So eventually we got off the fair value gap. We finally got our 3 minute break of structure eventually, an unrated one. And remember what we said about unrated break of structure? We used the breaker blocks, all right? And we only had these breaker block, and on top of that, we had these inverse fair value gaps in that breaker block. So then we scale down to the 1 minute time frame to look for entries. And off from that, we had literally just this other block 1 minute order block in which I took my trade off from, put my entry off from here and my stops right around here. And in terms of take profit, I targeted, this was my final TP. But after we got like a 3 minute break of structure off from entry, I took partials immediately. And why was that? That was because we were already 3 plus hours into the market, and I only stay in the market for about 4 hours. That is like from 1 to 4, and we were already at 4 hours into the market. I wasn't gonna be in the market to want to take partials of 1 to 2. So immediately we had that 3 minute break of structure. I took partials immediately and set my remaining position to our last TP, one and only TP in which I had, and I put my stop loss to break even. And this same trade is what I gave on my Discord channel, which I literally give all my free trades or all the trades that I take and detail down each and every single steps that I'm taking on the Discord. So it's literally giving you the whole feel of me while I'm trading live on Nasdaq every single day. So that was the trade I took. I gave to the Discord community, and I was able to bang around 170% ROI on the trade, and that sums up the trade that we had. The only one trade that we had on Nasdaq. Now, what could I have done better? Uh, Again, we didn't really have the best of price action today. This was more like just trying to, you know, get hands into the market and just try and find a way to just, secure some profit or secure some trade, take some trade and get out, and which I surely did. Took out partials immediately because we've been in the market for so long, waiting and waiting and waiting, and I was pretty good and I was pretty satisfied with the first partials that we took and how I was able to execute effectively and make money off of this trade that normally I wouldn't have made money from. All right. So I hope you guys could learn one or two from the trade that I took today. All right. See you guys in the next video.